Hi there, I'm Katie Lynch with BroadwayWorld here at the Meet the Press event for MCC Theater's New York debut of The End of Longing, written and starring Matthew Perry. I'm so excited to meet the whole cast and get a little inside track on what's happening here. Playwriting versus acting, what's your favorite?
Oh, well, one is I've been doing for 30 years, and the other one I just started. So I'll say playwriting. I'm really enjoying that. It's been really fun.
When you were growing up, did you write? Did you?
No, not really. I was acting from a very young age. So I, did a little bit of writing over the last 10 years in TV, but always with a partner. This was my first time ever trying to write something by myself, and this is what came out. So it's pretty cool.
What drew you to this project?
The scripts and Matthew and Lindsay and MCC. I mean, there were a million things that drew me to it. I wanted to get back on stage, and I started on stage as a kid, and it's really my first love. So anytime I'm in the theater, I'm the happiest version of me. And I was sent the script and really loved the character and loved the play and loved everyone involved.
What do you feel like you have in common with Stephanie, your character?
Besides the fact that I'm a high-end escort?
I play a dude named Jeffrey in the play, who's Matthew Perry's character Jack's best friend for a long time. And Jeffrey is he's a pretty simple dude. He's not encumbered by self-doubt and analysis. He's not like a really neurotic, twisty, dark guy like I am, maybe. So that'll be interesting to play. But he's like an old-fashioned guy with a heart of gold that's not like really he doesn't have a lot of complexities in his life. He's got it the way he wants it. Doesn't ask a lot of huge existential questions, and he's like a real optimist. He's a real glass half full kind of dude.
I hope we get to see some of this humor on stage, because
we'll see, maybe. I hope I didn't just leave it all in this BroadwayWorld interview.
It's interesting. I think that there are certain things I definitely relate to with her. I mean, part of the appeal of her is that she is so different than me, that I like the challenge of building something from the ground up that feels very far away in a certain way. So yeah, there's definitely like little keys in that feel like they're things that I naturally relate to, and then there's certain things that I'm just doing a tremendous amount of research. Reading memoirs written by escorts and watching documentaries and meeting with people who are and have been, and just sort of diving in there and sort of getting to know that world and getting to know the psychology of that world.
I play Stevie. She's Stephanie's best friend. Stevie is someone who wants what she wants, and she's not afraid of that, but she's also not afraid of feeling all the feelings that come with it, the disappointment, the yearning she has for it. She's kind of she's like, what's that word? She's hyper honest to a fault, I think.
I feel like it's such a unique experience to direct the playwright in the play.
I've never done that before. And before I did do it, I was a little bit nervous, because it's weird having the writer who's also, if you like, the main actor in the show as well. And I was worried how we'd negotiate that. But actually, Matthew and I became so close creatively very quickly that it was very easy. And we had to make sure he just switched hats when I was directing him as an actor.
What's it like acting with the playwright? I feel like that's such a unique experience.
It's completely unique, and it's really great. He's a wonderful actor. He's a great writer. He's so because he's an actor, he knows what it's like to be an actor, and he's very generous when you ask him questions. He knows how to answer them. We all speak the same language. So it's really great in that way, that sometimes you get to a playwright and there's a little bit of work you have to do translating what they're saying into things that you can do as an actor, and that barrier is not there with him.
I did a couple workshops of this play, and I played his part in one of them so he could do some rewrites, which was cool. It was the first time I met him, so that was really exciting to get my sort of like Matthew, to channel my inner Matthew Perry. And I've been a huge fan of his for a long time, as you might imagine. He was like one of my comedy gods. So that's pretty special for me.
What was your first table read like for the show?
Every first table read is nerve-wracking, I think. I mean, we were all talking about that yesterday. It's no matter how many times you've read something and no matter how many times you've sort of thought about how it would sound in your mind, that first time of it like coming out of your mouth is like a little bit, you just always feel a little bit shaky and unsure, because you're just at the beginning of finding someone's voice and at the beginning of figuring out how certain words sit in your mouth and how you relate to all the people around you. You know, you walk into a room of strangers and you meet all these people, and then you sit down and you try to start figuring out how you all relate.
What drew you to this project and kept you coming back to this project?
Well, initially I'd worked with Matthew originally on a Mamet play, Sexual Perversity in Chicago, in the West End in London, so we got to know each other through then. And he sent me the play, and my initial response, I loved the bravery of it and the honesty of it, and as well as his wit. So I think that was the main reason that made me want to work with him again.
What are you most excited and what are you most nervous about for American audiences to see compared to London?
I'm shifting gears here rapidly from a playwright to an actor now, so I'm most nervous about memorizing my lines, I guess. And as a playwright, I'm most excited about seeing people's reactions. In London, people were laughing pretty hard and getting very emotional at the end. And it's very exciting, the notion of my words making people feel and making them laugh, so that was really fun. And it's a much different play than the one in London now, because MCC, this very prestigious off-Broadway company, gave me a bunch of notes, and I did them all, and so it's a very different play, so it's exciting. Opens June 5th, so we're psyched.
If you could talk to your audience right now, what would you want to tell them?
Oh, just get ready to laugh and cry and stand up at the end.
Stand up at the end.
Definitely stand up at the end.
All right, final question. What is your order at the bar?
Vodka soda, almost always, or a glass of red wine.
Like a shot and a beer, maybe, of something like really like a trashy domestic beer.
Scotch. Neat.
Diet Coke, and then another Diet Coke.